What's up? Oakley 450 back, and yesterday was the half marathon that I've been training up for all year long. And I was able to complete that, and I got the cool finisher medal. It's one of my favorite races to do all year long, and it's got the nice little skeleton legs that dangle back and forth on the bottom. This is the 10th annual running of this. I think I've completed that half marathon. I think this is my 4th year that I was able to do it. I wasn't able to do it my other years because I was in the military. And also, by completing that half marathon, that completes the 2018 Run the Cumberland Race Series. And I usually run every one of these races. They're all really well ran races. It does the Summer Splash, the Fiddler 5K, the Haunted Half Marathon rounds it out at the end of the year. The Run for Your Mama is always ran near Mother's Day, and the Run for Dawn. There are a lot of really good race series that I run together, and if you live in the Middle Tennessee area, make sure you check out the Run the Cumberland's race series. It's a really good series that's always really well ran every year, really well organized, and it's a great series to be a part of. Finally, I went with the Vaporfly 4% on my race yesterday, and I could not have picked a better shoe to run that race in. The race conditions yesterday, it started off in the morning. It was a little bit wet and rainy and misty rain. And the first 2 to 3 miles of the race, it was sprinkling misty rain and the roads were wet the whole way. As far as outsole traction on these, there's finally is my wet run that I could get in these. I didn't want it to be race day, but I'll take it if that's what it has to be. Traction, though, the only places that I saw any kind of sliding or slipping on these was any kind of painted lines that were on the road, and there was this one surface of the road that it lost a little bit of traction, but nothing major. So pretty much as long as you're wet roads and you avoid the painted lines, you're fine. But that's any shoe is going to have traction issues with the painted lines on the road. As far as the upper, one of the most comfortable uppers that I've ever ran a race in. I was really impressed with this upper. I got to mile 10, and usually around mile 10 on a half marathon, whenever it's race day, I start to feel my legs get a little bit fatigued. This time, all the way through mile 13, solid. I was able to hold a 7:40 pace, I think is what that was. I'm not exactly sure, I don't remember. But altogether, I finished the race in an hour and 40 minutes, shaved 13 minutes off of my race time from last year. So I'm really impressed with that, really happy with that. I finished 15th overall and 4th in my age division. So as long as continual training, I see next year I should be able to hopefully move that up a little bit more and hopefully place in my age division and maybe even place overall. We'll just have to see how that works out. But as far as the ride on the Vaporfly 4%, amazing. It is amazing shoe. It's an amazing ride. It was either between this and the turbo. I brought all of those with me yesterday, and it was a colder run, so it was like 40 degrees whenever we started the race, and I made the last minute decision, even though I hadn't got to take these on a long run yet, to go ahead and just go with these and just see what happens. And I'm really happy with that. I made that decision to do that. I'm still going to be using the turbos as more of my training shoe because I want to be able to save the mileage for these at more of a race pace and more of race distances, because I plan on doing another half marathon coming up at the first of the year. So other than that, that should be it. I was just going to do a little race recap on the Haunted Half Marathon and how it went. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about how the race went, or any questions about how the 4% actually performed during the race, and I'll try to answer those to my best ability. Next week I'll be having my 100-mile review coming out of the New Balance Beacon. I'm running a little late on that one because I've been trying to move the 4% in and run with them a little bit more. And then after that, I'll be doing my in-depth review of the Vaporfly 4%. But I can already tell you it's probably going to be a really good review. And I don't see many problems with this other than the very slight problems with traction. Other than that, that is it. Thank you for watching, and thank you everybody for your continued support.